Good morning everyone and welcome to another day with me. Today I'm not doing too much. I'm actually not leaving the house today, but I have an idea that I want to do for you guys because Halloween is fast approaching. As you know, I've been doing a bunch of stuff based on makeup tutorials and going out for events, but I haven't done anything really like cozy and sweet. So today I want to try making a pumpkin themed pancakes. Yeah, I've never done this before, but I think it will be a fun time, and it's been so long since I've done a Little Bits with Bee inspired video, so hence the orange themed outfit and makeup and all that jazz. So I'm gonna head out to Kohl's to pick up some essentials that I need, and hopefully to gosh I'll find some pumpkin puree, but I feel like it will probably be hard to find here because I've noticed Australia doesn't really make pumpkin pies. They make all other pies like meat pies, mincemeat pies, berry pies, and apple pies, but I've never yet seen a pumpkin pie in the grocery store. So here's hoping they have pumpkin puree. And I also need to go to the post office because a package arrived for me when I was out the other day, so I need to go pick that up and find out what it is. So come with me and go to the post office. I'm so hungry. Give me these donuts. 12 donuts, and I need this in my life right now. So I went to Kohl's and they did not have pumpkin puree, at least none that I could find. I checked the canned food section, I checked sauces, I checked the baking section, frozen, and nothing. But fortunately they did have actual pumpkins, which I wanted anyway because I used to eat so much of this type of pumpkin when I was living in Japan because they had it pre-cooked, cubed, and frozen, so it was easy to just pop it in the microwave and you'd have like a healthy carb for your meal. So I got a total of 1.5 pumpkins. So I'm gonna use most of it for my daily eating, and then the other little bit I'm gonna use for my pancake recipe. But first we need to cook these and turn them into puree. And then I picked up some other stuff that I just generally needed for the recipe and life. So I got these rice noodles. I got maple syrup for the pancakes because we are all out, and of course I had to get 100% real Canadian maple syrup because you know me. I got cinnamon sticks even though I don't need them in cinnamon stick form, and I already have cinnamon powder, but I wanted cinnamon sticks so I could make hot toddies. I got writing icing in a chocolate and caramel flavors for the pancakes so we can make them cute. Then I also picked up ground nutmeg for the pumpkin pie pumpkin flavoring. You're also supposed to use cloves when making pumpkin pie spices, but I hate cloves, so I usually just use nutmeg and cinnamon. Then I also got a little tub of Greek yogurt because adding yogurt into pancakes makes them so delicious. And I picked up my parcel, so let's take a look at what's inside. I got Wish Trend stuff. It's been a while since I've done a Wish Trend haul, so I'm gonna have to do that for you guys. It looks like I got the Sebum List Pore Mask by Skin Miso and something else in there that I can't see. I think it's the new Skin Miso toner water. I got the new by Wish Trend multifunction cotton pads. I'm excited for these. They look so high quality and good. Then I also got the new soon to be launched by Wish Trend green tea and enzyme powder wash. I love powder washes, they seriously are the bomb. And then I got the new Claire's freshly juiced vitamin E mask, which I'm so excited to try as well. I've heard so many good things about it. And what's this? Oh cute, they have a little info chart about the mandelic acid skin prep water, which I absolutely love. It's amazing. So that is everything that I got from Wish Trend. I'm going to be testing and reviewing these products on my beauty channel really soon, but I can almost guarantee you guys that all these products will work for me because Wishtrend does such an amazing job at choosing the skincare products that they sell. Like, everything always is really good for my sensitive acne prone skin. So I'm excited to try out these products. I feel like they're for sure going to be amazing as usual. So if you want to see my review and opinion on them after I try them out, then subscribe to my beauty channel. It's linked in the description box down below always. But anyway, you guys, let's get cooking some amazing Halloween themed pumpkin pancakes. So first we need to prep our pumpkins so we can turn them into soft puree for our pancakes and just my general eating. So we're gonna bake them in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. And we're gonna bake them basically till they're soft. I don't know how long that takes, so we're just gonna kind of wing this and figure it out. Taking some butter, we're just gonna put it all over a baking sheet that I have it right here. I mean, there's obviously a better way to do it than how I am, like melting the butter first or getting like spray butter. You can use olive oil, but I feel like that might make the pancakes taste a little weird after, so we're just gonna use butter for today. So just messily apply that, then take your pumpkins and put them face down on the tray. Well, not face down, but cut side down on the tray so that they cook nicely. So 1, 2, and can we fit 3? I feel like we can fit all 3. Yes, we can. All right, so now that all 3 of our pumpkins are on the tray and ready to go, we're literally just going to pop them in our oven. All right, so our pumpkins are freshened in our oven. I think we have to leave them in there for quite a while, to be honest, maybe like almost an hour. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. Basically, you know they're ready when the tops of the pumpkin kind of start to like flatten a little bit, and it's obviously not firm if you stab it with a knife or a fork. So I'm gonna let those do their thing and I'll tune back in a bit. Also, I just want to show you guys where I hung up my paintings because I changed things around a little bit. So this is the one that I did in the last vlog. So that is what they both look like dry. So I have the 2 different parts on the outer side and then the main in the middle. These ones don't perfectly match to the middle one, but I didn't really intend for them to anyway. And I just hung them above our couch and beside my makeup section with the plant in kind of the middle focal point of our room. Then I took the first one that I made and I put it above my work desk. So it kind of pulls this area together a little bit better. So it's got a little bit of a boost of color. I had the one that I made at home in Canada hanging up there, but the frame actually was way too heavy for the sticker hooks I had and it started to fall off. So I had to switch it up a bit. But yeah.
1 hour later.
Okay, so our pumpkin finished cooking and cooling off just a little bit. I took it out of the oven. I think overall it took an hour to just over an hour to fully cook. But anyway, here I have some of the cooked pumpkin in a cup. You need about a few tablespoons of it for this recipe, I think. So I just mashed it all up with a fork. It's still a little bit hot, but I think it's gonna be okay. Then in my mixing bowl, I have a 1.5 cups of self-rising flour. So I ended up getting a recipe off of Pinterest just for my base, but I am going to kind of tailor it to how I personally like my pancakes to be. So we're going to take the flour. We don't need baking powder or baking soda because our flour is self-rising flour, so you don't need to worry about that. And now we need 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. It seems like a lot of sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I love cinnamon, and in my opinion you can never have too much cinnamon. And apparently I literally used the rest of my cinnamon. Apparently there was only like about 1.5 teaspoons left in there. Darn. Then we need cloves, but I hate cloves, so we're not gonna be adding them today. We're just gonna move on and add our nutmeg in and open up that new package. So it said about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, so I'm just gonna eyeball it once again in my hand. That looks about right. I'm the worst at cooking. I just don't ever measure anything. To stir together the dry ingredients before we start adding any wet ingredients. It's just breaking up with that brown sugar basically. Next you need to add buttermilk. I don't have buttermilk, so I'm just taking about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm gonna add literally milk to it. And it calls for about 1.5 cups, but I'm not gonna be doing 1.5 cups today because I'm going to be substituting some of my moisture with Greek yogurt instead. So I'm just gonna add that right into my mixture. I think I used just under 1 cup of milk in there, maybe about 2/3 a cup. Next, we're gonna take Greek yogurt. I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of that. Adding yogurt or Greek yogurt into your pancakes are gonna kind of give it like a bit of a tangy flavor and also give it a lot more moisture. So that's why we took out some of the milk. Then we are going to add let's just add all this pumpkin in there. It's about roughly 4 heaping tablespoons, I feel like. Then we are going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, or like a few drops that are just gonna drip down the entire side of my bottle instead of going into the spoon. Oh, welcome to cooking with me, seriously. Then you need 2 eggs. Just throw them in there. I'm gonna laugh if these don't turn out all right. I mean, it's pancakes, it's a pretty basic recipe. I don't see how it can really go wrong. Give it a stir, just kind of looks like that. Just a big ol' mess. Alrighty, so our mixture is all mixed and ready to go, so let's get frying our pancakes. Alright, so my pan is heated up and ready to go. Let's just add some butter into it. We do not want our pancakes sticking to the pan. Taking some of that batter. Ooh, I hope these turn out okay. I'm gonna be upset if they don't. Come on, Pinterest, do me good. It's really thick. Trying to shape them into good circles, or like a pumpkin shape would be cool. But I think that would be easier said than done. They seem pretty like flat to me, not gonna lie. Could be that self-rising flour. A pretty solid golden rule of making pancakes is once they start bubbling, like you get those air pockets there, that's when you should flip it. On my pan. Alright, so our giant jelly wiggly mountain of pancakes are done. Look how cute they are. They look honestly like regular pancakes, only these ones look a little bit fatter and the color is obviously more orange. So now we need to go in and make them cute with our different types of chocolate icings and one caramel one. So I'm going to try to draw a pumpkin on here, so let's hop right into it. Of course, you don't have to do this. This is just a fun extra step that makes this a Halloween inspired recipe. So let's get started. So you have to put your icings in a little bit of hot water for a couple seconds to loosen them up. And then you can go ahead and start to draw. Oh man, it's been so long since I've used one of these icings. Oh God. Story time. I used to work at Sobeys Bakery in Canada in high school, so I would have to draw on cakes quite often. And I got pretty good at it at one point, but there was like in the beginning I was so bad that someone like asked me to write something on it and then they just ditched the cake after they took it from me because it was so bad. It was embarrassing. But it was my first time to do it and I was the only person working. So I was like, well, no one else is friggin' here, so I guess I have to make your cake for you. These eyes are way too close together. Oh no. Should we just make it a spooky cat? I feel like we're at that point where it's not gonna get any better. Let's have them looking to the side. We can we? He's gonna be like cross-eyed because I didn't do it the same. Let's try to make him have a mouth like my Halloween costume. His teeth started becoming reversed. Oh God. What is this becoming? Oh my goodness. Let's make him an evil pumpkin Sailor Scout. God, I don't even know anymore what I'm doing. The heck kind of pumpkin is this? I hope people can tell. So this is gonna be a Sailor Scout pumpkin. We gotta give him fierce cheekbones. Wait, is it a guy or girl? I don't even know anymore. But that contour is happening. Oh no, it's not equal. All right, my creation is complete. Here we have a jack-o'-lantern meets dark moon Sailor Scout meets bad contour. So now we're gonna finish him off by pouring maple syrup all over him. Don't even ask me where this idea came from, but let's try it. Okay, now it's the moment of truth to see how they taste, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want all the chocolate. I'm not really that much of a sweet tooth person, but let's give it a taste with a little bit of that mouth. Oh no, I forgot to send a photo to Kyle. Is it cooked? I think the chocolate's overpowering. That's kind of all I could taste. So if you are gonna do this recipe, maybe don't do the chocolate powder unless you're having fun with like your friends or your kids. I have one extra backup one just so I didn't ruin the entire mountain. I don't know, I feel like I can't really taste anything, to be honest. I'm not even sure what I'm tasting. I feel like they're really light. They're really light on flavor, but if you're not eating it with maple syrup and you're just having the raw pancake like me here and you're not getting a mouthful of chocolate, then I think they're really good. They taste almost healthy. Okay, yeah. Once the chocolate taste got out of my mouth, I can actually taste the pumpkin now, and it's really good. I think I honestly like the pancakes just as they are on their own without the maple syrup and the chocolate, not gonna lie. I feel like these would be really good with just a ton of butter on top of them too. This is really good. So much better without the maple syrup. I'm actually tasting the natural sweetness from the pancake itself with the pumpkin and that little bit of sugar we added in there. Ooh, and sometimes you just get a burst of pumpkin flavor too. That's actually so nice. So nice. Alright, you guys, thank you for tuning in to the first Little Bits with Bee in a while, the Halloween edition one. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching this interesting recipe. Definitely try it at home if you want. But like I said, I feel like most people would enjoy it without the chocolate and the mountain of maple syrup on top. So definitely try it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Or if you want, share it with me on my Instagram or Twitter so I can see what you guys created. I would love to see your photos and opinions on the recipe. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below, and of course subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!